From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Kent's Meats and Grocery is much more than a grocery store. We carry a full line of quality meats, local and organic vegetables, and a large variety of fish, Green Mountain Smart Control pellet grills, and a full deli case of sandwiches and side dishes.
Well, I want to remind everyone that I started a new live show called Coffee with Kruger every weekday morning at 6:30. It's available on all of my social media platforms that you see there. Fire TV, Roku, you can watch it from the free mobile app. WeatherNorCal.com is where you can watch it. This is a great way to start your day because there's no news to get in the way. This is a great way for you to get out the door for the morning and know what to expect, getting your kids off to school, going to work. It's also a great opportunity to talk about live conditions. If there's rain, we can take a look at the radar. So again, it helps you to prepare getting out there for the day. And we can take a look at road conditions, if there's any chain requirements. So all of the things that you love about watching live weather, but you don't have to filter through the news to get through it. So put it on in the morning at 6:30 on your Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Put it on in the background because once I'm done, there's still also great 24-hour programming on the Weather NorCal 24-hour streaming channel to give you more weather information that you can get each and every single day. Again, join me on Coffee with Kruger every morning at 6:30. We'll see you then. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on right now. And here's the deal. We do have the main event with the storm system today. It's going to pass later this evening and tonight. That's when I expect the heaviest rainfall and not to mention some of the snow, especially east of the valley. Now, I do expect to see some travel delays on the mountain highways, a lot of travel delays, a lot of chain requirements, especially again east of I-5. But there have been some chain requirements on Highway 36 this afternoon, on Highway 36 in southern Trinity County. And of course, I do also know that on Scott Mountain Pass in northern Trinity County on Highway 3, snow accumulating on the highway there. That's at 5,400 foot elevation. So do note that we're already seeing snow on those mountain highways, and it's only going to get worse here tonight and into tomorrow morning. So be sure to watch Coffee with Kruger tomorrow morning for all of the latest. If you do need to get on those mountain highways, you'll know what to expect as you're heading out on those roads. Cooler and unsettled for the rest of the work week through the weekend, and next week looking pretty unsettled as well. All right, so let's take you through the night tonight and into tomorrow. More scattered showers. We could even see a chance for a few isolated thunderstorms along the coast. But really, again, the main story is just the fact that we're seeing cooler temperatures and more rain in the forecast, not to mention snow in the higher elevations. So still pretty chilly in the valley, low 40s. I do expect low 30s for Siskiyou and Modoc County. And I do expect overnight tonight to reach somewhere in the upper 20s, that is, for the eastern mountains. So this is the main storm system right here. And you may remember this morning, this is what I was pointing out. This right here is what came on in and really helped produce some of that heavier rainfall and not to mention the snow that we're seeing. Now this storm system, there is some cold air associated with it. You see the speckled clouds? That's cold air kind of coming down from the Gulf of Alaska. Now it does have some moisture associated with it, so it is bringing us some decent rain, but also some good amount of snow in the higher elevations. So let's walk you through the timing on Futurecast, taking you through the night. Here's 6 p.m. Most of the rain in the cold front now is off to the east of the valley, but we can still be looking at some showers in the valley and look at the snow that we're starting to see. You see the darker blue? That is indicating some very heavy snow. So again, as you go over some of those mountain passes, you're going to be dealing with chain requirements. Now notice we have a little bit of a break for the valley with more activity coming in from the west. That comes in later tonight. There's 10 p.m. on tonight, and there you can see more snow in the mountains. Now on average around 4,000 feet, it could be locally lower, especially as you start some of the cooler air begins to move in. We could see those snow levels drop a little bit lower than 4,000 feet. There's that rain, could be heavy at times for the valley. Now let's take you into tomorrow morning at about 6 a.m. Still a lot of snow in the higher elevations. We are going to be looking at, I can almost guarantee, we're going to be talking about all kinds of chain requirements in this area right here. We're probably going to be maybe, just maybe, some chain requirements or some, at least some slick conditions here on parts of I-5 as well. I don't anticipate there to be any chain requirements on Highway 299. I just think the snow levels will be a little too high for that. Buckhorn Summit, at the, that's what, a little over 3,000 feet. Most likely, I mean, if you see a mix, that would probably be the best. And then, of course, maybe some chain requirements on Highway 36 as well. So again, be prepared. Watch Coffee with Kruger tomorrow morning at 6:30 for all of the latest conditions on those road conditions. Here's what it looks like at noon tomorrow. Still some snow off to the east. Once again, still creating problems for travel delays. But things are starting to dry out and clear out through the afternoon. So I do expect to maybe even see some sunshine for parts of Northern California later on tomorrow afternoon. But it's not over yet. Let's take you into Thursday. Now, Thursday is kind of interesting because you see how the main system's up to our north? We may see some isolated showers for the north coast, Siskiyou County, and even Modoc County. But what's this? Another disturbance coming in? So here's the thing. Thursday looks dry for the valley. By Thursday night, you see how we have this coming through? So it's probably going to be an overnight event with this. It'll probably just push down to the south and east. So Thursday night, some rain, but then it's dry again by Friday, at least for the valley. Now, the forecast rainfall totals actually not as impressive as initially thought. It looks like we're going to see upwards of 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch, maybe a little bit more than that. But once all is said and done, I think many of us could pick up close to an inch of rainfall in the valley. And of course, probably a little bit more than that for the coast. There it is, the lack of precipitation off to the north and to the east. Well, there you can see the winter storm warning. This may be changing over time, but you get the idea. The National Weather Service is picking up on this, indicating that there are going to be some dangers out there, especially if you do need to travel in the higher elevations. Now, looking at the forecast snow totals, this might be pushing it for Mount Shasta City. Again, borderline of where we kind of see that rain-snow mix around Mount Shasta City. But Chester, I mean, you're at what, around 4,500 feet. It's not out of the question for you to see some accumulating snow. Again, this might be overdoing it, but you might get some accumulating snow in Chester. Of course, be sure if you're watching this to let me know tomorrow morning on Coffee with Kruger how much snow you got, maybe even send some pictures. You can send those pictures, by the way, from the app, the Weather NorCal app. Scroll to the bottom and you can see send your pictures and you can send them to me. And there you can see, again, just the lack, not a lot of snow heading off to the north and to the east. All right, let's take a look at the long-range forecast. Here's 6 a.m. on Friday. Yeah, another disturbance kind of passing in the north, a few snow flurries off to the north and to the east. Otherwise, fairly dry for everyone else. Friday afternoon, looks like everyone is going to be dry. But look at Saturday, another storm system coming in. And notice where it's coming from, the north. So it's a colder storm system, much lower snow levels. Now this is when we could be looking at some snow for Weaverville and Hayfork. And of course, if you're seeing snow in Weaverville, Hayfork, you're going to see it in Mount Shasta, Wairika, Alturas, Bernie, Susan, pretty much everywhere else, right? With the exception of the valley. But the valley will see some rain as we go into Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. Now Sunday, yeah, a little bit of leftover activity, but for the most part, Sunday is looking pretty dry. Another weak system coming in on Monday. Right? Now take a look at Tuesday. Another system coming in, especially Tuesday night. As we go into Wednesday, this one looks a little bit stronger, a little bit colder. We are seeing those snow levels probably again around 2,000 feet on Wednesday of next week. And then we go into Thursday of next week. Maybe a bit of a break. But you get the idea. We're seeing one system after another come through. Minus, of course, today, which is fairly impressive storm system. There's really nothing down the line here that looks terribly impressive. So we don't have to be too worried about flooding or anything of that nature, but snow is still going to be a concern and travel issues as well over the higher elevations. Look at the precipitation outlook, though, from January 8th through January 12th. We have actually a slimmer chance of seeing above normal rainfall. Now, this doesn't mean it's going to be dry. Don't look at this and go, look at all the rain over here, but there's nothing for us. That's not the case. What this gray is saying is that, okay, so the browns are saying, hey, there's a chance of seeing below normal rainfall. But that doesn't mean it's going to be dry, even when it says that as well, right? This here, this gray color, which is over most of California, what that's saying is there is an equal chance of seeing above normal or below normal rainfall. So again, you have the chance of rain, but what this basically illustrates is that there's really nothing terribly impressive heading our way. But what is impressive is the colder air that's going to be moving in, because this is what's going to keep those snow levels fairly low when we do see the rain come through, right? So, yeah, I mean, we could certainly use that snow for, I don't know, maybe a ski park in town, right? Mount Shasta. So here are the wave heights. We go into Wednesday. You see they're around 15 feet. Now they're going to start to lower as we take you into your Thursday. So obviously some good news if you do need to be out on that small boat. Let's take a look at your marine forecast. And this is what it looks like here for your Wednesday. West winds at 5 to 15 knots. Waves from the west is 16 feet at 14 seconds. There's your high and low tide, your sunrise and sunset, and of course the showers here, especially in the first half of the day on Wednesday. Here's what it looks like tonight. Again, we could see an isolated thunderstorm, but again, the main story is the fact that it's still going to be raining. I think everyone's going to see the rain. Snow, again, 4,000 feet, give or take, depending on where you are. All right, let's take a look at your neighborhood by neighborhood forecast in Trinity County. There you can see those temperatures in the 40s. There's the showers in the morning, mainly dry Thursday, with the exception of Thursday night. Friday, Saturday looking fairly dry, and then of course we've got more wet weather possibly coming into Sunday. Here's your North Coast forecast to the south. AM showers isolated on Thursday, fairly dry for your Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, a chance for some more showers. Let's take you up north, and there you can see, of course, your inland 7-day forecast. Dry for Friday, Saturday, and maybe some showers on Sunday, and then a chance coming into Monday and Tuesday of next week. All right, let's take a look at your forecast, your neighborhood forecast for Siskiyou County. And you've got those temperatures mainly in the 40s, although colder off to the east. McDowell 37 as well as Doris, Weed about 38, Mount Shasta City about 40 degrees for your daytime high. Look at McLeod, pretty cold at 39 degrees for that daytime high. Isolated showers on Thursday, you saw just how insignificant it was. Still those low snow levels on Sunday, down to about 2,000 feet. Here's your Modoc County neighborhood forecast. Temperatures in the upper 30s, mid to upper 30s really, with Alturas getting up to about 40 degrees for that daytime high. As we take a look at your Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast, temperatures also pretty cold there, upper 30s, low 40s for your daytime highs. There's that chance for showers. Now, I do expect to see some probably midday showers, by the way, for the Eastern Mountains, and then of course by the afternoon it should be fairly dry. Sunday, again, low snow levels down to about 2,000 feet. And here is your Valley neighborhood forecast. By the way, it is brought to you by Hawes Historic Farms. There we are looking at, of course, that chance for showers on Saturday. And then Sunday, Monday, looking fairly dry in the Valley with another chance for showers by next Tuesday. All right, let's take you up to the north, and there you can see the city of Shasta Lake, about 50 degrees, 48 degrees in Shingletown, and Palisadro, a high of 52 degrees. All right, so here is a look at your 7-day forecast. We're going to take a look at your 7-day forecast for Redding. Showers in the morning, dry through most of the day, and some clearing. Mostly sunny on Thursday, Friday. Again, keep in mind, we could see those rain showers Thursday night, but during the day it will be dry. Showers on Saturday, and then dry Sunday, Monday. More showers by next Tuesday.